Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So today I'm working on Woodland Panorama. And this is by, who is this by? Ciro Marchetti. Good morning, Margie. How are you? Oh, by the way, I think that package should be there today. I don't know how these little bugs are attracted to light, and whenever I'm not in here and forget to turn off the light, they decide to go to it. Good morning, Beth. How are you? So glad to see you. Yeah, I'm working on Woodland Panorama. I know I'm so sorry that I have not put out a video this week. That was just, I was being really, really lazy this week. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that you knew. Hi, Nita. Hi, Granny. How are you? So, yeah, I'm still working on this. I haven't gotten any further on this because that's another thing. I haven't even came in my craft room much at all this week. So, I've been working on the springtime cottage in the living room more. Hi, Julie. Hi, Nita. Connie. Excuse me. I'm getting all choked up this morning. But, yeah, I still have to get this room cleaned up. I promise y'all I will put out some videos next week. I still have not bought it. I'm looking forward to see how it comes out through all of y'all's. I may eventually get it, but right now I'm trying to keep from buying hardly anything. Got a few bills that I'm trying to pay down so I can have, basically so that I can have more spending money. But yeah, I was going to do a live on Thursday while I was at the park, and I got there and started to set up for it, and Shell's was live, so I went to hers. I thought I would watch her live for a little bit, and then after she was done with her live, I would go live. Well, after she ended her live, I start to get set up again, and there's this guy there with a guitar, and he starts playing music, which it's a public place, that's fine. And he starts singing at the top of his lungs. I did end up getting some of this recorded, but because they are copyrighted songs, I can't put that on here. But he was actually really, really good. I was really surprised. He was just sitting down there singing, so I listened to that until I had to go pick up Josh from work. Springtime Splendor. Really? That is one that I do not have. Nope. I'm going to be good. I do not have them all. I've got two of them. I've got Some Enchanted Evening, and I have Snow Castle. I don't have the other. I think there's 3 more, isn't there? There's like a Halloween one, the springtime one, and I'm missing one. I know that there's another one. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting day on Thursday. I could not believe that. And then this week, Tuesday, I would be happy to, Julie. Just let me know when. I would be happy to do that one with you. It is so big. I think most of the castle ones are so big, but that one's 6 foot tall. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Next, that would be just fine, Julie. I wonder if I can move this little thing. Nope. Yes, it is 6 foot tall. It is definitely taller than I am. Well, maybe 5 foot. I don't remember. I know it's somewhere between 5 and 6 foot. You know, I have not put down a single drill yet. Let's go ahead and find a drill color. How about 7s? We'll do the 7s. Oh, and I do have a small update on these trays. I don't know if any of, I know Margie watches Diamond Painting with Coco, and there might be a few others in here that do as well. But she mentioned something about these trays, and she was having an issue with them after a little bit opening. And I actually had that occur with one of my trays. It's the only one that's done it. I put a sticker on it so I would know which one it was in the future. And it's only done it once. I am going to keep an eye on it because I've still got drills in it. And see if it does it again, but that was like 3 days ago. So if it does, then I guess I'll replace that one with a different one. But I will let y'all know if it starts happening with any more of my Forever Young trays. I can understand one or two getting messed up over time, as long as they don't all do that. Yes, it is huge. I think that is the biggest painting that I actually have. I don't watch the kids as much anymore. Courtney's not working right now, so I'm okay with summer coming this year until she starts going back to work. Yes, I would really enjoy that. But this week, Tuesday, I got really, really busy door dashing, and that's when I normally record all my videos. Tuesday and Wednesday, I did really good on DoorDash. I made quite a bit in those 2 days. And then Thursday, I tried, it just didn't happen. So I was being really lazy this week and did not put out a video at all. Hi, Tita. How are you? Really? 2 months? I've bought little ones. In fact, I finally found some at the Dollar Tree. I found 3 canvases there, but now I'm seeing posts of different ones coming out, so maybe I'll get some other ones. But I went back to get more of them because I was going to send some to somebody of those Dollar Tree ones. And I went back the very next day and they were all gone. I did not know that you were sick, Tita. I am so far behind on videos. I'm glad that you're feeling better though. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing all of y'all's progress on the glow in the dark. But I've been this week, I don't know what it is. Last weekend at work, I was looking through something and I saw an ad for the train that goes through, that they have a scenic train in Van Buren. Well, whenever that ad came up, I looked into, I'm going to try to look up the times and stuff and see about getting a ticket on that. I went on that train whenever I was like 12 or 13, somewhere in there, with a friend. And it has been so long since I've been on that train. I don't remember hardly anything about it. So I would really, really like to go on that train again. And in the meantime, I know the phones and stuff listen to you because I started getting YouTube suggestions about trains. And there has been a couple people that I have started watching that ride the passenger trains. And it's so interesting and so neat that I think that I would love to go on like a long trip on a train, just to see the sights and stuff. I think it would be so interesting. Good morning, Jules and Lorraine. Happy to see you here. But there was one that's called Chloe and Lovewig, I think, and sometimes Lovewig. Livewig. I don't remember the last of it. And then there's another one. What was the other one called? I can't remember the other one. In my next video, I'll link these 2 channels, but it is so interesting seeing all the places that they go and the scenery. That I've really, really enjoyed those channels. I think one of them goes through Australia. Hi, Southern Girl. How are you? And then the other one, the ones that I watched, one of them was going through Australia on the different trains. And then the other one was going across America on the train, on passenger trains and stuff. And he meets up with some of his friends on one of them, and then his dad on one of them, his mom on one of them. It's just really, really interesting. So I think I might try to get a ticket to just the little, I don't know, I think it lasts 2 to 3 hours that they have in Van Buren. Might try to get a ticket on there. If I can get one of my daughters to go with me, that would be even better. But with them and the kids, I don't know if that'll happen. I'm not sure it would be something that Josh would be interested in. But let's see. So, are y'all all working on your glow in the darks? I am hoping to get this one at least to the halfway point. I'm almost there, and I should have been working on it this week. I don't know if y'all can see this part. Let me move my drills so I don't spill them. I'm going to kind of fold this up. Right here, this owl, on this side of the owl, is pretty much the halfway point on this canvas. And that's how much I have left until I get to that point. And I can't wait to do the owl. I love owls. I love wildlife, all of that. But owls hold a special part for me anyway. I understand, Anita. I have not went in Hobby Lobby in probably a month. I was going to go back in the other day, and I basically told myself, no, you'll walk out with canvases and you don't need to spend the money. So I've been pretty much staying away from the craft stores right now. It's not like I don't have a surplus of paintings that I can work on. Did I miss somebody coming in? Shelly? Who did I miss coming in? Yeah, I think that one's going to be really, really pretty. I'm trying to get at least the 4 big canvases done that I'm working on now, so that in August I will be able to start on both of my mystery paintings. I will be doing the Hannah Lynn mystery, and I'll be doing the camping one by Donna Gelsinger that Julie had gifted me. Oh, okay. I thought I missed somebody coming in. I'm still working on my horse, my pink horse. It is going by really slow because I only work on it on Thursdays while I'm at the park, and then I work on it on my lunch break at work. But I've still got to eat during my lunch break, so I only get about 15 minutes to work on it. I think I haven't actually seen what the picture looks like yet. I've been purposely staying away from seeing it. But yeah, I had went to buy it because I finally decided to go ahead and get it, and it was sold out. So I'm very, very thankful to Julie for that. I will love it. I've been thinking so much about going camping here lately. I'm getting the bug to go camping again. So I might have to just go up to like one of the local campgrounds just to get it out of my system for a little bit. because it hasn't been too hot. The only thing is, the last 3 days we've had nothing but rain. So I had a little bit of a break from rain on Thursday, but we've had a lot of rain lately. Hi, Jess. How are you? Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I love going camping. Whether it's in the camper, a tent, I don't care. As long as I'm getting out and about. If I could, I would, Jess. We have had so much rain. Last night, it's actually sunny out there today. I'm surprised. Last night, before we went to bed, it sounded like it was hailing outside, too. We have had so much rain lately. Well, that didn't work out. That's why I never multi-place sideways. Because I never can get them straight whenever I do it like that. That's my husband. He likes to camp in comfort. So anytime he's with me camping, we have the camper. He takes his Xbox and plays games most of the time. He'll use his hotspot on his phone, and whenever it runs out, then he'll turn around and use mine. I I do stick to the campgrounds for the most part. Whenever I go camping, I know there's still animals at the campgrounds, and I have seen a few snakes here and there. But as long as they stay away from me, I'm okay. I do not like snakes at all. That's the one thing that I do not like at all is snakes. Because if they're anywhere near me, I'm going to be the one that finds them. It never fails. I I have never been on a cruise. The closest thing that I've been on something like that, and it's not even close, is whenever me and Josh first got together, we went to Branson for, I think it was like a week. And we went on the Branson Belle. And that's the closest thing. It's just a dinner cruise. That is the closest thing that I've ever been to being on a cruise. It was beautiful. I loved the ship and everything on that, but we had dinner and they had a show. This last time that we went to Branson a few years ago, I tried to get tickets for it and they were sold out, so I wasn't able to go on it again. Yes, I love camping. That would definitely do it to me as well. I had a snake in my kitchen. I in my kitchen, my stove is there, and then I have my spices right beside my stove. Well, I kept hearing spices. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I kept hearing something fall in the kitchen. And I thought it was one of the kids. This was back whenever the kids were still in the house. I thought it was one of the kids in the kitchen, and I went in there to tell them to stop doing whatever they were doing. And I look up there, and there's this big snake knocking the spices off of my stove. I screamed. Josh comes in there running, and by the time he gets in there, it slithered away. And I told him it went into the cabinet. So he takes the stuff out from underneath the cabinet, trying to find the snake. And at first, he thought I was seeing things. Well, anyway, he finally catches a glimpse of it, and it went through a hole down underneath the house. So Josh took some of that spray foam and filled in that hole. And I haven't seen it since, but like I said, if it's a snake in our house, I'll be the one that finds it. I had one outside that it was being so still and stuff that I thought that one was a fake one until it moved. But I'm okay as long as they're outside. As long as they stay outside the house, outside the tent, all of that. I'm okay with that. I don't like it whenever they come in. Julie. I let everybody else deal with them. I'm not too fond of spiders either, but I can handle spiders. Yeah, our house is a pretty old house, and it's had a lot of additions put on it because our bedroom is an addition. It used to be a carport. And then my craft room in the back was a whole new addition. When and this was before we lived here that they did this. Um but this back room, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed on it. Whenever we first moved in here, this room had, I guess the people had just went and bought remnants of carpet because there was like 3 or 4 different types of carpet in this back room. And we left it that way for a while whenever our kids were younger. But I wanted to show y'all something if I can find it on my phone real quick. And I'll probably make a short or something out of these 2 videos and put it up. But this was down, come on, ring on. This is down at the shop. This is Max. He decided to crawl in my basket and play. This is my brother's cat. I gotta go back to my diamond painting. And then let's see if I can find the other one. And more Max. That's him. I don't know what he found in the bottom of my basket. What are you doing? What are you trying to get out of there, huh? And then that's whenever I was diamond painting. He decided that he was going to try to help. Cat. And of course, where does he want to sit at? On my diamond painting. I don't know if his foot is getting stuck to the canvas or something, but he didn't like it right there. So, everyone meet Max. But those are the few videos. I don't know if mine's that old. Yeah, I've never been to Australia, but I've heard a few things. That's a huge spider. Yes, I have to constantly keep stardust. It's like I'll be diamond painting in the living room, and I've got one of those metal rolling trays that has 3 tiers to it. I want to get another one for back here, and actually I want to get 2 more. One for the camper because I'm always taking my stuff with me whenever I go camping. But anyway, Stardust will jump up on that, and she'll sit there and wait for me to scoot back from the table. And then she'll slowly make her way over to my lap. And then if I'm not paying enough attention to her, she'll start slowly putting her paw on the canvas. And she knows if it's a part that I'm working on that I'll end up moving her away and start petting her or something. But she's a very attention-wanting kitty cat. Very attention-wanting. I definitely would not want that either, Julie. Definitely would not. But yeah, it's spiders for the most part I can deal with, but whenever it comes to snakes, that's what really messes with me is snakes. It is actually a little bit chilly in here today. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've got chill bumps on my arm. I don't think the weather around here can make up its mind lately. One day it's hot and sunny, and then we've got rain for about 3 days. And now today, it's sunny outside, but it's chilly. But yes, I still enjoy camping though. I don't know, it's just I love the nature and the quiet of it. And I've got a table outside my house where I can go and sit. But I don't know what happened to my really comfortable chair that I had out there. Because my chairs that I have for the table are definitely not made for trying to diamond paint out on the table. Because they kind of slant back, so it makes it, you have to sit on the edge of it to diamond paint. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be today. I haven't checked. oops, I dropped that drill. I'm using my little purple flower. It's got little purple flower vines in it. I do like this pen. I've got my other pens over there. I'm going to have to get me another Diamond Art Club one because my tip on this one is starting to get bent just a little bit. So I need to get me another one of these tips to fit in the Diamond Art Club one. It still picks up, but not as well. And I like the ones with the metal ends to them. They're so nice. Yes, and I missed telling you happy birthday, Margie. I'm so sorry about that. I knew your birthday was coming up and I completely forgot to tell you happy birthday on the day. Morning, Grams. How are you? So glad to see you here. I hope it gets warm today, even though I will not get to spend any of it outside today. Except for maybe at lunch, I might go sit out on the patio part of the break room. Which sometimes is really neat because we have some birds that come in there and fly around. And those birds will literally walk right up to you almost. I think people feed them while they're at break. And they'll come really, really close to you, just like, you got any food for me? But sort of like whenever I went camping that one time, all those squirrels would just come up right real close to the where you were sitting at. I can't wait to see what you got, Margie. But what else happened this week? It was just really busy for me. And then whenever I finally did have time to record, it was like one of those days that I just wanted to be lazy. So I went to a bunch of lives instead of recording. I really shouldn't have done that, but I did. That is so cute. Well, whenever I went up to I think this was the campground. I'm pretty sure it was, but whenever I went back up to check out of the campsite, on the door where you walk in to check in and out of the place, there was a big sign that said, "Do not feed the squirrels." Which I didn't, but apparently they had a big problem with that because they had to put up a sign for it. Yes, much, much better than spiders. But hopefully I'll get to do some camping this summer. I'm I'm really getting in the mood that I want to go camping. I've got that. That's just fine with me, Margie. I hope you like the extra one that I sent you. But if you don't, feel free to re-gift it. I know some of them, a lot of people, it's just not their thing. Hi, Laura. How are you? So glad to see you here. Did I get all the 7s? I don't know why I picked up 4 with the multiplacer. If I don't, I see 2 left. I'm chatting and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Isn't that just always the case whenever you're on a live, though? There it is. Your diamond paintings are already in? I must have missed something. Which ones? Man, I need to take my allergy pill this morning. Okay, let's see. Which one are we going to do next? I think I'll go ahead and do the K's. Yeah, I'm really hoping that all of these trays do not start doing that. Opening up a little bit, but if they do, I'm going to take this plastic case that I have like this, and I'm going to start collecting the Diamond Art Club trays. This one, because I can fit 7 of those in sideways and still get them out pretty easily in each of those little cubbies. Well, that's good. I was actually looking at some coloring books out at Walmart today, and I didn't find any that I wanted. Thought maybe I would try something different to do at lunch after I finish my pink course. But I didn't find any I wanted. And then I would have to go and look for all of my markers and my gel pens and all that. Oh, I bet you got some pretty ones. I did not even look Monday at them. I should have, but I didn't. No, I shouldn't have, because then I would have bought some. Really? I used to work on, they were called Mystery Mosaics coloring books. I used to do those all the time. And I think that is a lot of why I like mystery painting so much. Yeah, they have like little, most of them have like squares, and it's basically like a diamond painting, except you color in the squares and all that, and to make the picture. Yep. I used to do those a lot. In fact, until we put the new floor down in here and I made this my craft room, I had a bunch of them taped on this wall back here that my kids had wanted whenever this was one of their bedrooms. I did not get that one. And with Chuck Pinson, I love so many of his paintings, but I veer more towards the colorful ones with the brighter colors. So I don't always get all of his paintings. I love doing landscapes as long as they've got a lot of color in them. Yeah, I think I used to use markers. In fact, this may sound strange, but I would have to get a sheet of paper to put behind it so it wouldn't bleed over into the other ones. But I would get those ultra fine Sharpies, and that is what I used to color in all those mystery mosaics. But I know it's a little excessive to use Sharpies on a coloring book page, but that's what I used to do. I had this little carousel that had all of my Sharpies in it. In fact, do I still have that? I'll have to look and see if I still have it. But for Christmas one year, somebody had got me one of those that was just filled with Sharpies. Thank you, Beth, for stopping by. I'm so glad that you were here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. I've I've had so much fun this morning. We are already at 47 minutes. This hour just flies by. I am definitely going to have to start doing a live sometime during the week. It's just, I never know when I'm going to be able to do it. I may start doing it on Thursdays while Joshua is at work. But I'd planned on doing that this week and it didn't quite work out. So, but there was some other stuff that I need to start writing down notes of little things that I want to tell y'all during my lives. Because there was a few things, and I know as soon as I get off of here, don't worry, I would not do that to Granny. I love going to her lives too, so I definitely could not do that to Granny. We'll figure out a different time, but Tuesdays, normally I'm recording all day. But I'm so happy that I've got the grocery delivery now. And I know January's not in here right now, but thank you, January, so much for mentioning that, because I went and checked it out and found out that I can get delivery here. I am so ecstatic about that because I can make my grocery list all week long, put it in on Tuesday nights, and have it here on Wednesday mornings. I cannot wait to see how that's going to look. I know that those glow in the dark paintings are going to be so pretty. Let's see. Okay. I am really looking forward to whenever I can hang this one on my wall. I'm going to have to take down 2 paintings just to be able to put this one up. Yes, and I have the Walmart Plus, so I get free delivery. And I just take the $10 that it would normally cost to have it delivered, and I give that to the driver as the tip. I just feel bad that he has to come all the way from Elma to my house, but I'm so thankful that they have it. Really? I I love being able to do that. Anymore, you hardly have to even leave your house for anything like that. But and in the long run, it ends up saving me money because I go in Walmart and I see all of this stuff that I want. And since I'm not there to go and walk the aisles and stuff, I don't spend as much. Whenever I was going to the stores and stuff, my groceries every week was close to $200. Now I've pretty much been cutting that down to about 150 a week. So it definitely helps me stay on budget as far as that goes. I need to do better at planning my meals. And we always get our groceries on Wednesdays, but just because that's the day that Josh took his mom grocery shopping and stuff, and he still has to take her grocery shopping, but now I can use that time to DoorDash instead of going up there to get my groceries. Yes. And I haven't used Ibotta in a long time. I used to use it all the time. It's basically like a coupon site to where they give you money for buying groceries and stuff. Well, I went ahead and signed back into it, and you can actually connect it to your Walmart account. So I haven't gotten much off of it, but I've got about $1 in my Ibotta account. So I'm going to start using that again. I used to get about $20 a month off of that. And I don't know why I quit using it. I really do not know why I quit using it, but I guess it's one of those things that you just get lazy and just I didn't scan in my receipts anymore. But I've started using it, and as soon as grocery my grocery order goes through, it sends me the notification that I earned money on Ibotta if there was anything I had selected for it. But we are at 54 minutes, so we got just a few more minutes, and then we'll have to go. Maybe I can get these K's done real quick before we have to go. I am definitely sure I'll miss some. I missed a 7. I wish I could. On StreamYard, it's got this little thing that says share your referral link, and it gets in the way of my bottom chat. have that, but I haven't used it a whole lot for stuff like that. Thank you so much, Grams, for stopping by. We'll be getting off of here in a few minutes anyway. Oh, that was one of the other things that I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Kathy. I have signed up for it because you get the 45 free days. I love the fact that you can scan in the Dreamer Designs canvases. But one of the cons I have against that app is the fact that whenever you're going through there, you have to put a price in. It won't let you skip the price if you add one of your other ones. And it won't let you skip the number of diamonds. And I really do not like that part of it. Because those two items are something that should be optional. But other than that, I seem to like it pretty well. So exactly, Julie, that's exactly what I was saying. Because I went to add the Donna Gelsinger that you got me, and yes, I have the number of diamonds on it, but I didn't have the price. So on the prices, I just typed in $9.99 if it was one that I didn't know. Just so I'd be able to fill it out. And then the diamonds, I did the same thing. I just typed in a random number that was all the same. I completely agree with that, Julie. That's exactly what I was saying about one of the cons. No, it won't let, if it's supposed to be a dollar amount or something, it will not give you the option to put letters in it. I don't know. I didn't try 000. That might be a good idea. But other than that, I like the app. I like the where you can spin it to pick a canvas. But unless they do some updates on it, I'm not sure that I will keep the app out of after the 45 days. I have not decided yet. So I probably won't put all of my canvases in it. I've got Google Sheets that I have, and then I also have Gems Flow that I'm trying to add everything into. The main thing that I really liked about it, though, was you could scan in the Dreamer designs, and it had the randomized picker. Yeah, I will more than likely go back to using Gems Flow all the time. But I thought I would give it a try anyway. Because it's what, $6.99 a month after the 45 days? I can't remember how much it is after the 45 days. But more than likely, I'll be canceling it. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, wow, we've already been on here an hour, so I guess we better go ahead and get off of here. But thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I am I am so thankful to have all of y'all here. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I will see everyone next week. Everyone take care. Bye.